How you doing, guys? This video is a reply to a young lady who asked me to speak about death and how she may be able to better not get over it but get through it. She said she was struggling and she's been having a really hard time and wanted to see if she can get my perspective on it. I told her absolutely I'd be more than happy to, being that I'm super not real good with death. I never do well when I've had past friends die in the past, family members, just I'm super bad. But the one thing that I've tried to do anyways was, instead of the normal mourning that people go through, basically try not to think about the instances where the negative aspect of it, where you're never going to talk to me again, you're never going to see them again. You're gonna miss, their voice, and everybody always says that they'd give anything to get that one last time where they can speak to that loved one or the best friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, however it goes. You always want to speak to them that one more time. And in that morning, you feel lost. You feel like if that person was your crutch, like you don't know where to go after that. You don't know what to do after that. Again, what I've been trying to do anytime that's come where I've had to do that, or if anybody try to give me or ask for my advice rather, is not to mourn them in the sense of thinking about all the negativity that you're not going to be able to see them again, you're not going to be able to talk to them. What you really want to focus on is the positive aspects of the time that you spent with the person. Celebrate their life. Celebrate the times that you laughed. To celebrate the times that you've done things together, that you cried together, that they yelled at you if you got into an argument. It's real, the real things that you experienced with them. The different aspects of the relationship. Laugh about, stupid times that you guys had. Celebrate that part of it. Don't harp so much on never seeing them again. That's such a minuscule thing to focus your mind on, I feel like. One of the things that helped me get to the point where I can celebrate somebody's passing, not so much their passing, but their life that I shared with them, is me personally. I've had an out-of-body experience, and it was completely real, so it gave me a completely different perspective, I guess I would say, on what exactly happens after you die. It was surreal. Even when I talk about it, I don't expect anybody to ever believe me, anything like that, but it was 100% real, and it was an out-of-body experience in the sense that it wasn't visual, but it was very in the physical aspect of it. I didn't have like a physical being. I just but I remember getting to the point where it first began to happen, and that I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't know if I was dying. I didn't know if I didn't know what was happening, essentially. But what I remember is that right when I began to worry, right when I began to not panic, but I began to try and pull back. My ego began to try and pull back. The thoughts that I was having, that was fears, immediately turned into realizations or answers. I didn't have any questions. As fast as you would come up with a question, that's where I was coming up with the answer of why I shouldn't be worried. I shouldn't be scared. If that makes sense, probably doesn't. But ever since that experience, I had an understanding that when we pass, there's something more than just what we know right now. And that's really gave me a lot of comfort. So anytime anybody passes, anytime I have family members or friends have somebody pass, I kind of tell them my experience and say, look, they may not be here. The physical manifestation of their physical being may not be here, but I personally know that there's more to it. I don't know what it is, but I know that there's more to it. And that when I had my experience, I remember that when I panicked, or kind of started worrying that if I was dying, I thought about, what is my mom, immediately you think of your mom. I do. What is my mom going to think? What is it going to be scared? And I remember being completely comforted, knowing that there was nothing to be scared about. So if you're going through something, if you miss somebody, if you just lost somebody, if there's somebody that you're getting ready to lose because you know that they're in bad shape, know that there is something. There is something there, and whatever it is, it's not anything to be scared about. You don't have to be scared for them. You don't have to be scared for you. If you're sad about the loss that you're not going to see them again, it's completely understandable. But know that you existed with them. Understand that you'll always have that. You'll always have the memories. You'll always know that because they still are there, wherever there is, essentially, that they're not gone. You know, it's like they moved away, if you want to use it like that. But to the young lady that told me she was having a hard time because her dad passed, he's still there. He's still here. He still is. You may not be able to communicate the way you once did, but you can. You can absolutely still talk to him. You can absolutely still share things with him through thought, through, if you want to vocalize it. It's whatever you're comfortable with, really. I mean, you have to really get to be in touch with yourself and understand that it's a transition, and that even though it's difficult, it's something that something that we have to deal with. But don't get caught up in the mourning that you'll never see him again. Get caught up with you can't talk to him again. You can absolutely talk to him again. As far as visually seeing, I mean, I've heard stories. I don't know how those work, but I can't personally say that I've experienced that. So, but you're strong. You're a strong person. I know you. You're a strong person, and I know that even though it's tough, you have those memories. You've told me the times that you've missed, and when we had our talks or whatever. But that goes for anybody out there. If you're missing a family member, anything like that. When you're by yourself, when you're with other family, when anytime you're comfortable doing it, think about them. You can talk to them. They may not respond. They may respond. There's crazier things, right? But know that, in my opinion, because of my experience, there's more to it. There's more that we don't know, that we don't understand. But it's real. It's real as I am real, as much as I am real. But yeah, that would be my perspective on it. I've mentioned before on my Instagram, if you follow me on there, I don't give advice. I don't like giving advice because I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you what to think. I can't see things through your eyes as much as I try. But from my perspective, celebrate the good times. Celebrate the times that you're gonna miss. Think about those stories. Look at pictures. Watch videos. It's okay to cry and laugh and get all your emotions out. It's completely natural. Crying is healthy. So laugh and cry and remember the good times. Don't get caught up in what the future is gonna bring, because that's when you get stuck. Looking to the future and what it's not going to hold is when you get stuck in the past, focusing on that, if that makes sense. But absolutely celebrate the person. Listen to songs that they used to listen to. Picture them singing them. Think about things that you guys went out and did. Even the hard times that you've gone through, because you've always, if they're close to you, you've always come back. You've always come back from that hard time, and it made you generally that much stronger. The relationship was that much stronger. The trust was that much, that much stronger. The bond that you guys had was that much closer. So even in the bad times, I would say absolutely think about those. But yeah, so that's my perspective on death. It super sucks. It super sucks because we don't have the manifestation of them that we're used to, and that we've become so keen and accustomed to, and that we try to hang on to. But there's more. I promise you, there is more. And in whatever aspect it is, whatever aspect that I felt, my experience, it's gave me a calmness about it. I've luckily, since the situation, I haven't had to deal with losing another friend, immediate friend, but I truly believe it's real. It'll definitely help. So yeah, I hope it helps anybody who's lost somebody. I'm sincerely sorry for your loss, but know that they're still there. They're still maybe not here in what we understand it to be, but they're still here. They're still there. They're still there to love. You can still love them. You'll always love them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any anything you want me to touch on, give my perspective on, maybe it'll help shed some light for you, broaden your perspective. That's what I'm here for. That's what this is about. Hope this has helped. We'll see you guys next time.